Back at her. Today I'm going to do stuffed pork tenderloin, and I'm going to stuff it with apples and stuffing and some different spices. And I'm going to put it on a bed of carrots and baby turnips with some olive oil, salt, pepper, and I'm going to get this out, trim off some of the fat, and then I'm going to cut it in a way that it will lay flat, and then I can put the stuffing in, and then kind of roll it up, and it will make kind of like a pinwheel effect onto it. Well, for some reason I thought this is one pork tenderloin. It is two, so I'm just going to sharpen up my knife. If you've got one of these things, they help big time. So I'm going to sharpen up and then give my knife a wash. Alright, so you're supposed to have a boning knife, but I don't, so you're supposed to have like the longest, thinnest knife you can get. I'm just going to hack off all the gross bits, and then the little numpies I'm going to cut off because those will be hard to cut. And I'm just going to hack those up and then put them back in the stuffing so we don't waste anything. So I'm going to get them hacked up, and then I'll show you when I start to cut it. I've never butterflied a pork loin before, so what I'm going to do is I've just made a slit about a quarter way through, not all the way through. You can slant, and then you're just gonna, with your sharp knife, and just go through and just kind of keep cutting through, and then it will flatten out. We'll see. And I thought it was going to be one big one, so it would open up a little bit further, but it's going to be two. So maybe what I will do is pound them out, see where we're at, maybe roll two smaller ones, or maybe make a sandwich of sorts, layer it and then put one on top of the other. I don't know yet. We'll have to sant. Alright, so I've got my meat flattened out. I'm kind of impressed with myself, I guess. I've never done it before, so I think it's turning out alright. So right now I'm going to put a little bit of saran wrap. Alright, so I've got my saran wrap on there, and I used a cookie sheet, so I don't need to put saran wrap on the other side, so I can just get rid of the cookie sheet after. So I don't have a meat hammer, so I'm going to use a dirty old spoon. You can use whatever you got. You just want to pound it, but make sure you're not flattening it too much. So you just want to go through, and then it will get a little bit bigger, of course. Just want to make sure you're not just beating the shit out of it. You just want to make sure you get all like there's like humps in this from cutting it, right? So you just want to try to get it all one thickness. So yeah, and it will help tenderize the meat a little bit even more. So once this is all flattened out, I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on there maybe, and then work on getting my stuffing all ready. Alright, so I've got my bit of pork hacked up. I just got all the rest of the yuck off of it and just made it into small bits. I've got my apple. I decided to use 2 apples because that seems to be enough. And I'm just going to put in my dry stuffing. Going to add a little bit of parsley. Some red onion. You could use fresh onion if you got it. I just don't have any right now. Gotta go get some groceries. I'm going to use some of the salad mix because it's got a bunch of different herbs and stuff into it. And a little bit of garlic. Maybe a teaspoon. Got some ginger here. Can't wait to have a sink again. one of those for mixing, I guess. And I've got a little bit of smoldering smoked applewood spices here. I'm going to put some of that in there too. Maybe a little bit of olive oil. A couple gargles. Moisten up a little bit the leftover, a little bit of pork, and then I'm just going to mix it around. Take this out. I don't know if you can see in there. It's all just mixed together. And the apples will give the moisture that's needed to for the stuffing. And yeah, so I'm just going to clean up a little bit and peel up my turnips and put my bed of carrots into my pan, and then I'm going to roll up the meat. It's cooking and somebody's alerting me they want in. Gracie. Oh, here comes your sister. Gracie, do you want a carrot? You want a carrot? Sit down. No, Abby, this one's not for you. You don't even like carrots. They're too hard for you right now. Only cooked. Gently. You want this? Yup. Guess you do. That wasn't gently. It was like a snapping turtle pug. Poor babies. When will we find you something? I think I'm going to add just a little bit of chicken stock to the bottom of it. Just so it will have a little bit of steam to it, and then that will evaporate a little bit and brown up the rest of the stuff here. This is something I've never tried before, so we're going to give it a go. Hopefully it all turns out. Alright, so I'm going to start stuffing it. I think I've got quite a bit of stuffing here, so I may even put some of the stuffing into like an oven dish and just bake it and see how it goes. So you just want to put a layer on there. You don't want it too thick because it will probably be impossible to roll. But if you're Bilsif, just fucking add her all on there and worry about that later. He's made a like Mexican taco pizza. It didn't look too terrible. Might even have to try that sometime. But my own version of it, of course, because everybody does cook differently. Some people add ketchup and brown sugar to everything. Friggin' old Bilsif, if you haven't checked his channel out yet, you should do so. I'll try to remember to put the link in the description, but Bill's pretty good at doing that because I'm a derelict and he's going to have to teach me how to get all that chooching. So, all in all, I guess it didn't work out too terrible for the stuffing. There's still quite a bit left. Like I said, I'm just going to put it in a dish and bake it up and see if it works out. If not, then boo for me. But, yeah. So I'm going to wrap this up. Hopefully it works. I'm not quite sure what way would be the best way. We want to roll her this way. Yeah, I think we'll roll her this way. Actually, I'll roll it from the smaller end, maybe, first. So if you had butcher twine, you could, you know, wrap it up, but I don't have any of that, so I'm hoping that it will just stay together in the oven for me. Fingers crossed. That wasn't so terrible. So I'll get the other one rolled up, and then we will put it into the pan of vegetables. Just give that a press down. Working backwards. I want to help keep the stuffing in there. It's like a dirty meat burrito. Stuff that stuffing back in the ends. Alright. You could also at this point probably, like, you could wrap it in bacon. That would probably be pretty tasty at keeping it moisturized too, and extra flavor. I just don't have any bacon right now. So I'm going to put it in the pan, put a little bit of olive oil on top, and maybe some seasoning salt, and away we go. I'm actually pretty excited on how this is going. Let's see if you can see. I'm going to move this stuff out of the words a little bit so you can see. So I've got my meat. Stuff some more back in the ends on that guy. And the other. I'm going to wash up my hands, clean up a little bit, and do the top of it. Hey Charlie! Take us on! I did it! I like flattened them out and pounded them and put them on everything.
Holy. I don't like the way those round meat looks. I'm gonna sick myself.
Well, that's nice. You should maybe go eat Dulce's food.
Why would you be so mean to me?
Why would you be so mean to me?
Show me when it's cooked. I don't like that kind.
Can you press the button while I clean my hands, please?
For fuck's sake.
Alright, so I've cleaned up. I've got my leftovers in a little baking dish here. I just sprayed it with some olive oil cooking spray. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on top of the meat. Put a little bit of seasoning on it. Are we having a cheese, Charlie?
Nope. Quit the bang.
Oh, I'm gonna quit you, sir. Take that shit right out of you. How'd you like that?
Just clawing in it, eh?
Yeah, maybe else the same.
Couple claws of this, couple claws of that.
Yeah. My hands, I just washed my friggin' hands. Alright, so I'm going to cover this up and put it in the oven for 350 for till it's done.
You clawed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna claw it a bunch. Fuck's sake. I put a little bit of olive oil on top of it. Why not? Yeah. So there we go, it's all covered up. Put it in the oven, 350 for probably at least an hour and a half. I'll check it then. Alright, so that's what it looks like out of the oven. Pretty excited to give it a try. It's pretty good. So here's what it looks like all done up on the plate. I think it turned out fairly decent for my first time. I might do a little less apples next time because it seems it might be a little bit in the mushy side, and I'm not sure about that texture. So yeah, how much was daunting? Let's go take it out to Charles. How much was daunting? Are you starving terrible?
Tell us story. Holy fuck, I expect it.
On a real plate and everything.
Must be.
My stuff, whatever I cooked last night gave me the shit, so Tipper was getting something to take home with me, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might not have to poop after I eat this one.
Get some real food in your belly, right, buddy?
Why the fuck wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Little ketchup, brown sugar.
Yeah.
Tell them your channel.
What is my channel?
Greasy old Wilson.
Duckbills. Hey? Gills up, dirty old Bill.
You have to look at your own card there, buddy.
Yeah. On the tablet's terrible. Are you sharing?
Just T3 terribles.
Are you sharing, buddy?
What is really going on?
Ready to go? Where's my Phil's Patrick?
It's there.
See you later.
Have a good one.